New at 11, a Crime Insider investigation. Our John Burkett has learned the state was paying for a hotel room where an otherwise homeless sex offender continued to exploit children after he got out of prison. In tonight's investigation, John explains how it happened and what the Department of Corrections says about it.
March of 2011, and Richard Schaefer is sentenced to 10 years in prison for the sexual abuse of a toddler in his family and also 15 counts of child porn. Time served is granted in July of 2020, but because he had nowhere to go, your state tax dollars picked up the tab for his hotel room, a place where an unannounced visit by his probation officer landed him more time behind bars. Staying in a Charlottesville hotel room on the Commonwealth's dime, Richard Schaefer's stint of freedom was short-lived.
John, this is I think, a story that just shocks the conscience on a number of different levels. You start off first that when he comes out of prison, the state pays for his hotel room, but the worst part, where he continues to exploit children. Now, what do I mean by that? His probation officer goes to him. He knows he's not supposed to be on the internet. He knows he's supposed to get a job. He knows he's not supposed to look up child pornography. He knows he's not supposed to have a social media account.
According to Louisa's Commonwealth's attorney, Rusty McGuire, Schaefer was caught by his probation officer with an unauthorized cell phone that included an unregistered Facebook account, photos of the 2011 victim, and evidence that Schaefer actively looked for child porn on the internet. The probation officer also noted that Schaefer had taken steps to wipe data from the phone.
Some of the terms are graphic, and they tell you what he's looking for. Doctor groping preteens, teen nude. You know what he was looking for, John. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. He didn't get a job. He did all these things, but I'll give credit to the probation department. They were on him.
Schaefer is one of several sex offenders released recently where the state picks up their lodging tab. Department of Corrections spokeswoman Lisa Kinney telling CBS 6 that providing temporary emergency housing for released inmates is something the state has done for decades, so they know where they are. Furthermore, the alternative to emergency housing is a supervisee being homeless, which can be more dangerous for the community, she says. Contrary to what is implied by the Commonwealth Attorney's press release, hotel addresses can be listed on the state police registry, just as residential addresses are.
So what I'm telling people, before you stay in a hotel, you need to go to the sex offender registry, pull up the address of the hotel, and then check it.
The Department of Corrections confirms that Schaefer's hotel room was paid for by the DOC until November 7th of 2020. Today, a judge sentenced him to 4 more years in prison for that probation violation. Working for you tonight, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.